We're gonna try this again, and I'm just gonna play Survivor because I do not want to play against people that are jerks to the point that you can't enjoy learning the new character that just released today. If this game actually had like a viable practice mode, that's what I would do. But the practice mode, it's not really practice mode. So, I still stand by the concept that they need to have like a separate mode for that kind of stuff. Like basically like a fun mode and then a serious mode, so that way the people that are wanting to be sweaty go over there, you know. Yeah, like all online multiplayers have like comp. And it's like if you want to play comp and be competitive and be a tryhard and be sweaty and be a jerk, there's a place for you over there, you know. So that way people that are learning a new character or just trying to have fun, like, can do so and not just waste their time, you know. Because I like to play to have fun, so to be honest, if they had that, I would pretty much just always be in the fun mode to just enjoy and have fun. I don't really care about rank and competitive and all that, because I'm not that insecure. I don't have anything to prove in that vein. Yeah. It's the same people that when they come out with like the Christmas event, you know, they, instead of throwing snowballs and having fun, they're just like gen rushing and teabagging and flashlighting and ruining the experience. Oh, well, at least I blend with the background. Let's see. Oh, it's not where it normally is. But who is it, is the question. Is it a ghost face? Oh no, I can see it's a trickster. Yeah, exactly, because it's like when you're in a good mood and you're happy and you're just wanting to have fun, and then you have to have those people. That's why I was just like, I'm not gonna keep doing this. I'm just gonna restart my stream and because I don't want like people like that bringing me down, you know. So I apologize for the re-upload, but yeah. Ooh, say less. It was meant to be. Look how beautiful it is. Right? It's like right there. Oh wait. Okay. There's another one. Oh, are we gonna go exploring? I think I saw where it was way up here. Okay. Oh. Bro, move. He's right there. She wasn't paying attention to the killer. Yeah, because she was literally body blocking me and wasn't paying attention. She was staring at me, expecting me to heal her, and I'm like, I'm looking at where the killer is. Thanks. Yeah. 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 I'm still trying to find... We need to heal though. Is that? Oh no. Okay. Why is it glitching so much? Is it up here? He's still near me. I ran all over. Yes. Please let me finish. Mm-hmm. That one's already done. I can help them heal faster with this one. Oh, he's gonna hook her. I don't know. We're coming. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, where's it? It's over here. Yeah, it's right here. one person's on a gin, that person's getting chased, this person's hooked. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot of options unless I want to be a jerk. And then they're forced into second phase. Mm-hmm. What? Please tell me you saw that. Yeah, like that, he literally like, no, that was like a massive, massive, that explains why like he's so terrible with the character, but he's getting these hooks. Cause he literally like, you saw the glitch of it, he just like hacked me back to him. What the heck is wrong with people today, man? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the heck's going on, but it's like aggravating. You don't need to follow me around. I'm gonna heal myself. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know which gym she's on though, and I don't know where he is. See if this is the one that's done. That one receded. This one was like almost done, and now it's like down to 0. Mm-hmm. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. But he's gonna keep coming back to it. Yeah, because I'm dead on hook, so I'm the one that needs to stay on the gin. Sure, buddy. He was chasing after both of them and came back over here. So like, whatever. Whatever. You literally had to hack the game to catch me in the chase that we were having. So I don't have respect for you. That was a massive, massive hack. It's not like my character just glitched a little bit. Like, it completely put me in a totally different spot right next to him. Yeah, and they're on PC. I just want a normal match today. Like, is that too much to ask? Like, can we just have a normal match with people that aren't jerks? Isn't it past their bedtime? No. Mm-mm. Nobody wears that but me. Get out of here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'll leave again. Yeah, they update a lot of stuff. It's everything is more smooth and textured and clear. This looks different. The names. This is a different feature. This is a different feature. When you're looking at your build, like all of this looks more clear and crisp, and the colors are more vibrant. It's like the first thing that I noticed when I uploaded the game is like how different everything looks. So like the graphics department really stepped up their game. Yeah, I was fine with like everything until that happened. Then I was like, that's a hard no. Did I get heresy for that? Blasphemous. Yeah. See, they're being serious. I don't know. You have to use the pendant. Oh, you have to like... Uh-oh. I've been naughty. I'm in trouble. I must repent. That's not fair. I wanted to frickin' repent. Because I had to go all the way across the map to find one of them. I want to play with like all the features. She's too loud. I'm over here in a corner. Yeah, I was about to say, like, bro, I was over here in a corner. We're still at 5 gens. I need to put up a circle of healing because they're injured. Just go like two. Yeah. It's like a line of sight thing. Blasphemous. Or just be sweaty. Okay. People are just not letting me have fun on the game today, man. Like you're not allowed. Oh, that's really close, sorry. Don't mind me. The longer you are, it's like yeah, it does that. It makes it go faster. Mm-hmm. That's so dope, though. Basically, it just means nobody unhooked me. Shocker. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'd rather die there than to die, like, out there with the sweaty people that are no fun. Just to... okay. Okay. I get my special one. My pretty blue one. Yeah. Doing the most. We need blood points, so let's see the blue one. The anniversary one that it's supposed to look like, unlike the ones that we got this year, which are like crappy and nice. These. I only have 3. Wait. This, if you use White Ward, it makes it to where even if you die, you don't lose your thingy thing. Let's go die. I'm so excited and in too deep. Yeah, I want to cause mayhem. Oh, ew. Why was that? Ew, it was mushy. What the heck, man? No. Oh, it was... yeah. I'm ready. Mm-hmm. Ironically, they're wearing a Hellfire Club shirt. It might not even be the new killer. That's the thing. It might not even be that killer. That's why I'm saying, like, when they come out with a new killer, they need to have a specific mode for that killer. Like, everybody that wants to play the new killer can play that mode. Not only so you can practice, but also so, like, you know. I'm hoping it is, because I wanna get Heresy and I see the statue. Yes. Nice. It's so pretty. Oh. Oh, I gotta do the thing. Okay. Repent. You have to shove your hand in there to repent. Okay. There we go. Oh, I thought she was wanting to practice. Put me. It looks funny when she's scooting along. So I got in trouble and I got put in timeout because I was being naughty. But it's fun. Yeah, it's all in good fun. Yeah, I'm not here to buy see it. Gimme. What the heck? Why did he put it right next to the thing though? Pick it up. There we go. Yeah. I'm not gonna be a jerk like the other people were and like gen rush them, and you know, I just want to play with the ability of like getting Heresy. It's basically like being a petulant child, you know, like, yeah. I think she's pretty. Ooh, what do we got here? Intestines in the popcorn. I have to go repent. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I'll be back. Every person ever. No! Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I'm gonna go have fun. Pick up my thingy thing. No, wait. Okay. No. Chill, chill, chill. Okay. There we go. There's that one there. Bro, there's too many of them. Thank you. Okay. I need to find a thing. There's a thing. Do. It won't let me because I'm not healed. Is that what it is? By the time I heal, that's gonna be gone. I wanted to stab myself again. Because that's what Catholics do. You can't be forgiven unless you lash yourself 50 times before you go to sleep. Why are they yellow? What happened? What did I do? Oh, they're in the place. This is the other factor. They're in the places. I'm liberating them from exile. There we go. Yeah. I love all of the stuff that has to do with this killer, because there's so much. You can liberate them from exile, you can repent, you can get heresy. Where is she? She's over here. Wait. Come closer so I can mock you. When you're chasing the killer. She heard it. She heard it. Back to confession. I'm basically following her around making funny noises. Oh, if that's almost done, I need to do this first. I like this. I don't know why. I'm such a masochist. The fact that I like the fact that there's something in the game that allows me to stab myself says so much about my character. Come closer so I can click. Oh, wait. You're so adorable. Yeah. I'm right here, too. Where? It's the other one. But I don't know where it is. Oh, she can see where the door is. No. I wanted to have one, but okay. Hey, are you gonna Mori me? Yes. Watch the Mori. Bellissimo. Oof. Love it. It was so much fun. I did nothing. This is the only killer that you'll probably always see me at the bottom. Because it's so much fun. For me, it's like the more stuff killers have, the more fun it is. And this killer, like, they did such a good job with, like, there's a lot of stuff that the killer does and has, and there's a lot of stuff that you can do as a survivor. And I like all of it. Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's easy. See how we still have 3? If you use white ward, you don't lose your item. Mm-hmm. That's my friend. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dum, dum, dum. I enjoy it too much? Yeah. Mm-mm. What are you gonna do? Send me to my room? Make me go stand in the corner? There's only one person that I would ever let pick me up, so mm-mm. And you ain't it. Oh. It's not the new killer. Yeah. No. Throws the match just so I can go next. I've been misbehaving. They're bringing the killer to us. So how's life? Yeah. Yeah, they should have created a mode for it, so that way we could just, because that's what they did the last killer. The last time they came out with the killer, they had it to where you could select a specific mode to only go up against and play as that killer. And I like that, because then you don't have to worry about the in-between. Mm-hmm. It's very beige. Nope. He's like, I'm gonna go over here. Eh. He already saw me. It doesn't matter. I won't make it in time because she's running too slow. I don't have anything to jump over to make her use life. Yeah, see, like, I don't have anything that she can jump over. Come on. Ew, his bite marks are all over me. So gross. I don't know where it's been. Ew. Mm-hmm. She's too loud. He'll hear me and kill me. Mm-hmm. He'll still get me, but I got my licks in. Mm-mm. No. I'm still getting my points, I don't care. Eh. Mm-hmm. I like that the blood like squirts out now whenever you hook somebody. I hit the button repeatedly, but sure. Yeah, you literally heard me hitting the button like multiple times, but sure didn't drop it. BS. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want the killer. Give me the killer. Give me. There's a reason that people call me a brat, and this new killer is definitely bringing it out, because I'm just like, what are you gonna do, discipline me? Okay, well. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh my. Oh. So mean. So mean. Put those away. Hang the pythons out. Mr. Sir. Speaking of needing to repent. Oh, wow. Green much? There you go. There you go, babe. There's some green for you. It is the new killer, because I see it, yeah, and then that too. She was already over here, so it'd be smart to go where she started. And this sucks for them because it's a big map too. And that killer just walks everywhere. Where'd they go? Come back here so I can mock you. Hey. That's pretty. That's pretty. Pretty light. I need to repent. See, I'm already in trouble. I need to be sent to my room. I'm so useless with this killer because it's so much fun. Okay, I'm actually gonna heal myself and do a gen. Mm-hmm. Yes, put me in timeout. Okay, we're in timeout. Yay! I just figured out that you can run in here. Yeah. Whatever will I do? There we go. The longer you're hanging there, the more frequent it becomes. There we go. Yes, can. E. To the other. Oh, I think the killer got disconnected. I don't think they left. Yeah, they got disconnected. Okay. Because to be fair, it's release day. I know. Wow. So basically, nothing. Okay. Mm-hmm. I need to escape and heal people. And then, let's see. Save people from exile. With the fruits of your labor perk. Oh, you have to use the new survivor. Because that's her perk. Salvation's Cry. This is a good gen rush perk. This one is good for gens. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. There's some Sable skins coming out on the 8th of September that I'm really excited about. It's basically like my style. They're like this, with like the Lolita with the skirt and the bows, and like I am so excited. And one is blue and one is purple, and I cannot wait. They're finally bringing like more of like my actual style into the game, and I'm really excited because there's not a, and of course it's Sable, which is one of my favorite characters to play. It's a regular killer. I don't see the statues. Make sure there's no totem in here either. Okay. Stealth killer. Ghostface. Huntress. My friend hates going against Huntress. I know that you're excited. They don't like playing against Nurse or Huntress. That's just their preference. I'm not. I think what it is, it's not so much the power of the killer. It's just the people that tend to play those characters tend to be more sweaty. Because most nurses are either like new or very seasoned. So they're just like very sweaty and like actually good at the character. And with Huntress, they're always sweaty. They just always are. Okay. I don't see her. Excuse me, Sky Spood. Can we release the gin? Thank you. Yeah, if I give you treats. Bro. Mm-hmm. Did I really blend in that well? Mm-hmm. Dang. She happened to be facing the other way, that's why. Didn't they have a gen almost done? I'm pretty sure the Kate that's on the bottom was on a gen that was like almost finished. What happened with that? There we go. Thank you for answering my question. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure there's a gen in here somewhere, yeah. Come on. I messed up. I mean, at least my friend doesn't have to wait, but it was like I clicked it to move the other way, but the toggle, like it, just by touching the toggle, it made it, yeah, that's how close I was to the, just touching the toggle made her leave, and I was like, no. Because I was gonna go for the unhook. I didn't mean to. Mm-hmm. Two one one two one one 3030. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna sit outside for a little bit. Oh yeah, we're still gonna play. Like, it's not gonna be like it was before where I sit out there and just talk the whole rest of the stream. Mm-mm. No. But it's really nice out and I wanna enjoy some of the nicety. I don't think that I will today because as we experienced earlier, it seems as though everybody's like aware that the killer was like just released. So they're kind of being sweaty. Because you saw how I wasn't like gen rushing, I was just kind of being goofy. Yeah. Because for me, it's like, if you want to practice your beam of light, you know, you can. If you want to, you know. So it's like, I want them to practice, like, the killer and be goofy and stuff. But not everybody is like that. Some people specifically get on the game when new killers are released so that way they can get the XP for easy wins. Because they know people are learning the killer. So not everybody is fun. But honestly, I would say it's more fun to go against the new killer than it is to play them. I think that they're interesting, but I like the blasphemy and the heresy and like repenting and going to like the exile. Like, there's so much more. It's funny because the killer is the killer, but there's more stuff for the survivors for the killer than for the killer. Because the killer just walks around and then they have their beam of light and then they can put you in exile. That's pretty much it. On the survivor side, it's like you have all that stuff. So there's more for the survivor side for that killer than there is for the killer. I love that. It's like Onryo with the gonna return some videotapes, you know? Like, Hellraiser with the box, you know? I like killers that have stuff, and this one has all the things. And I like that. So honestly, I find it more enjoyable to be a survivor against that killer than to play them. Which is a first for me. Not that I don't like playing the killer, but I feel like I will probably play them when things calm down. And you can actually kind of like, you know. Maybe like later on in the stream when it's like later at night, because like I said, the chill people typically play at like 1, 2, 3 in the morning when all the sweaty kids, the trolls have effed off basically. Yeah. Because school's in session. Like Juilliard, our schedule starts August 31st, and my first day is on the 1st, but like normal, like elementary school, middle school, high school has already started, and it's a weekday, so it's like, go to bed, you got school tomorrow, Yeah, exactly. See, I never did that even when I had school. I have, like I only sleep like 2 to 4 hours a night, and I've done that basically my whole life. When I was a baby, my mom took me to the doctor because she thought something was wrong with me because I didn't sleep for like 20 hours a day like most babies did. She said when I was a baby, I still slept a lot, but not like that. Yeah, I slept for like standard 8 hours instead of for like 18 or 20 like a normal infant does. And then as I got older, it just less and less. Some people need like 12 hours of sleep. Some people need like standard 8. Some people can function on like 5 or 6. I just happen to be perfectly good with 2 to 4. The only time that I sleep more is if I'm sick. And I'm almost never sick, so I can count on less than one hand how many times I've been sick in my lifetime. I don't have allergies. I don't get like the sinus hay fever, like whatever it is. I don't get all that. My heart goes out to people that do, though, because my friend Koki, he suffers with that. Yeah, he will sneeze his head off. In like waves, like multiple sneezes in multiple waves, and I'm just like, yeah. It's like you want to do something, but you can't, Yeah. My poor sugar cane has it too. Yeah, I don't have allergies. I never get sick. The only thing I'm allergic to is radishes. And if I get stung by like a bee or a wasp, I have to have an EpiPen. So that's why like my backpack always has like, because I have like the little miniature backpack that I use, or like my fluffy bag, like I always have an EpiPen in there. Cold seasons aren't really a problem, but when it's warm seasons, or if I happen to live in like a warm climate that's warm all the time or something like that, like I would always have to have an EpiPen. I've only ever had to use it one time, and I remember it vividly. Oh my gosh. The school that I was at for elementary school, we had like field day, and it was like in between events. And so I ran over to the equipment, and I was playing on the equipment, and on the like the big beams that like are part of the main structure of the equipment, I was like, there was like, because it's like a pirate ship kind of thing, so there's like the netting and stuff like that, and one of the beams, I just like placed the palm of my hand on it because I was gonna like hang off the side. When I placed my palm on it, there was a wasp, and it stung me on the palm of my hand, and I had to like run to where my bag was, and like in my leg, and with the EpiPen. Yeah, what's the likelihood of that? Like the palm of your hand of all places. That's the only time I've ever had to use it. I don't have any memory of the original time that I was stung, to the point that they found out that Because, like, most people when they get stung, yeah, it hurts, it swells up, you get the normal reaction. But with me, like, I'm allergic. Like, whatever is in, like, the stuff, I'm actually allergic to it. Yeah. My throat closes up and I can't breathe. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically, yeah, it's like my throat just closes up and I can't breathe. Yeah, like my mom said that I was like 2, 3 years old, something like that. I can't remember what she said, but because she didn't tell me exactly like how it happened. It was like I just got stung, and they ended up having to rush me to the emergency room. And fortunately, it was nearby. Yeah, because like if you can only like not breathe for so long, But what I will say is it takes a while to cause that. Like, if I get stung, she said that it took like a good like 20 minutes before it was like fully in my system to cause my throat to close up the way that it did. It's not like instantaneous. So like, as long as I always have an EpiPen on me, I'm okay. But if I would have to like go across town and go home, like it would be faster to go to ER. Yeah, or something like that. Yeah. That's like the only thing, like radishes and bees and wasps. And I like bees. I like the big fat fuzzy bumbles. They're so adorable. That's why I made that post. The post about the bees and wasps, because it's like, yeah. Because for me, it was so accurate, and I'm like, yes, all those things. I like them, but they don't like me. Do 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 do. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That's true. Wait. Okay. It's actually kind of cool out. I should have put my kimono on. I didn't. What? No. Get your mind out of the basement. I'm still wearing my panties and sweater, but what I was gonna do is like take the sweater off and put the kimono on because I thought that it would be warmer, but well, it's a really thin sweater, like it's a very like wispy, fluffy material. It's meant to be soft and fluffy because there's like big, like basically you can see through the holes of it because it's a very open stitch. I just like how soft it is, but it's thin and fluffy. Yeah. It feels so nice out. There's like a cool nip in the air though. Yeah, like if you were to sit out here for like hours, you'd get a little bit of a chill. It's coming. Winter is coming. Yeah. I have to work tomorrow, yeah. But tomorrow, even though I work, I Wednesdays are the only days that I don't work mornings. I work like mids. I work mornings like Monday through Friday, but on Wednesdays I always work like 12 to 8. That's why I'm streaming. If I had to work tomorrow and it was a different day, I would have started the stream like much sooner. I still get off at a decent time. I mean, you still get off at like 8 o'clock. It's a difference between like 2, 3, 4 p.m. depending, or like 7, 8, 9, whatever. It's because sometimes it does go over depending on what's going on. But I told him that I could do that on Wednesdays because dance is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, because the whole reason for that is like one of the people that we have, they need that they can only work the morning because they have a second job. So I was like, yeah, I can, so helping them out, and I don't care. I can work all day and all night and come back the next morning, if anytime they need stuff like that, I'm like, yeah. Well, yeah, and once school starts, it's going to be different because it's only for a year, and I'm not going to miss classes unless something happens, yeah. But as far, he's already told me that, he's going to work around my schedule for school, so. And performances, yeah. He has a temp person because I'm on salary. Yeah. And so when I start school, my work schedule will change because I'll still work during the day, but on days that I have classes, I'm going to work shorter hours because there's going to be days that I have work, school, and dance. So on those days, it will be shorter work hours just so it's not so much, and then I can pick up a shift on a Saturday or something. Or he'll have the temporary person work those days. Yeah, so I can keep my weekends. Yeah. Yeah, because there's going to be dance practice with you guys and performances on Fridays and Saturdays. Just Tuesday, Thursday practice, Friday, Saturday performances. And then for Juilliard, same thing. You have class, but then you have practices after class, and then you have performances too for cello and for dance. So, basically it's going to be having 2 full-time jobs. So my day will start at 5 a.m. and then in between I go to dance, and then after, because all my classes are in the evenings. I just don't know what days yet though. But they did tell me when they gave me the synopsis or the outline for the semester, I chose the evening options. And then they will tell me on the first day, I'll get the thing and it'll, yeah. So the first day is you go to each class and they give you all that information. Yeah, so it's everybody shows up for the first day, and then you get your actual schedule for each. Yeah. Exactly. That's why I haven't given it to you yet. It's not because I've forgotten or I didn't want to give it to you. It's because I don't have it yet. I won't have it until the 1st. So I'm going to send you and my boss an email with my stuff. Mm-hmm. But despite all of that, it's like my schedule will basically be from like 5 a.m. until like 9 p.m. Sometime sooner. Yeah, like days that we have performances, it'll go to like 9 p.m. But days that we don't have performances and it's just like work and class, or work and dance with you guys, it'll be like earlier than that. Yeah, because we're usually done by like what, 7:30 for dance practice, like 7:38. So yeah, it's not like I won't exist. Yeah, I'll still stream, and I also still have my weekends. Like literally, the only thing that I'll have on the weekends is like if we do Saturday performances for dance, because we usually just do Friday, but sometimes we do Friday, Saturday. So on the rare occasions that we do Saturday, that'd be the only time that I have something for the weekend, because all my classes are during the week. And I don't work on the weekends. So weekends will be the time mainly, and then like early evening to late evening. Yeah. Yeah, so basically from like 7 p.m. on, it would be like good time. But I always check my stuff anyway. Yeah, like I check my stuff throughout the day anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like it can be like in the morning, or I still get lunch breaks at work. I still have spaces of time in between work and class. So I know, and I know that you're, yeah. I feel like you think that it's gonna be way more than what it is, because I know that I could say like, oh, the chaos will ensue. But if I were to actually like put it on like a graph to show you, then it's like, oh, well, yeah, you have more, but it's not crazy. Yeah. It's just the equivalent of like working 2 full-time jobs, but I still have the weekend off, and I still have like my evenings. And there's going to be days where I don't have all 3, so I'll have even more than that. So it's not as bad as you're thinking it is. Because I know that you're worried that I won't be there for like ballet practice and performances, but I really will be. Because the performances that they do are like during the day. And like early evening, like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. They don't do like night stuff. Like even though I said evening classes, what that means is like I'm not at school at like 8 a.m. It means it's like afternoons. Yeah. So I feel like you think it's worse than what it is. It will all make sense when I send you the email, because in the email I'm gonna show you all of that, so that way you know. But yeah, I still check my phone throughout the day. It's basically like how it was before. Yeah, so it's not like I'm unreachable or I'm just like MIA until like 10 o'clock at night. Like, no, yeah, I still check my phone throughout the day, and I still will have like basically from like 7 or 8 p.m. on up. It's just early mornings, like 5 a.m. to like 2 p.m. I'm gonna be at work. Yeah, but I still get a lunch break. I know you're like worried. I know. I'm not gonna leave you guys. I know that's been your big thing this whole time, ever since you found out that I'm going there, is that I'm just gonna leave. If and just like with anything else, like if something changes in the future and all of that, it will come in that time, you know. But am I planning to just leave right now? No. That's something that you would know like well ahead of time. I don't just drop stuff like that. I don't drop people. I don't just walk away from stuff. Mm-mm. Yeah, no. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, that's like if I move or there's an opportunity that comes along, but those things like I don't just like, "Oh, I'm just going to pack up and move today." Like, no. Yeah. And I believe in like living in today. So I'm not sitting there like worrying about like way down the line like that. Like, do I plan? Yes, but I don't focus, like I don't hyper focus the future. Because then you're not like being in gratitude for like today and what today brings, and like you don't truly like enjoy the fruits of today if you're focused on the harvest of tomorrow. You can prepare for that harvest so that way it's good, but if you're only focused on that, then you miss out on all of that growth, the whole process of all that growth. And that's like a big chunk of it, you know. Yeah, so I don't live my life like always, yeah, looking and not looking at what's in front of me. It's kind of a balance. It's like you don't have your nose so far down the scope that you don't see what's around you, and you're not planning, and you're not preparing, and lack of awareness, but at the same time you're also not so busy looking up that you're not seeing what's in front of you either. So it's a sweet spot. Yeah. Well, and I know that because you worry a lot. I know. But you do know that there's gonna come a time where I'm not there and someone else is gonna be like the lead dancer. I won't be the lead ballerina there forever. There's gonna be other people that take that place, and I move on with other things. Yeah. And that's just part of life, you know. But to just drop something like that, no. I wouldn't do that. No. Anytime that like there's change in my life, I always like communicate that. Like that's a conversation, and it's like well ahead of time. And like when I left the hospital, and like they knew well, they knew well ahead of time. I wasn't just like, okay, today's just gonna be my last day. Bye. I have a better opportunity. Bye. You know, and it's like you give that respect because it's like they. Yeah. I still have respect for the time that I was there and the people that I worked with, and everything that it did for my life at that time. It's not like, oh, now all of a sudden because there's a better opportunity that this is nothing. Like, no. Working at the hospital enabled me to be able to do what I love to do, you know? So you don't just forget that because, oh, this over here, and then treat it like it's scum underneath your feet. Like, yeah. I still talk to some of them, and they're like, and they've basically told me if anything ever happens for some reason that you leave, like where you're at, I always have a job waiting for me to go back to. Yeah, so. No, I don't believe in burning bridges and doing people dirty and dropping people like a bad habit or scraping them off the bottom of your shoe because, oh, I'm this now. And it's like, yeah, well, what goes up must come down at some point. That's not to be negative, but it's like to not appreciate. It's like there was a time when that was everything in the world to you, but now that you're moving forward, that's a beautiful thing. But you should still have gratitude and grace and appreciation for what it was in your life. Yeah. So, I don't know, I guess I just feel differently about that. And I understand that. I remember you talking about that person, and they just like took off. So I get it. You've been burned, and same thing with your exes. Like you've been burned a lot with like abandonment, like people just taking off and not saying anything, and then it's like the whole ballet trope was like SOL basically. So I get it. I do. I would never do that to somebody. Even if like I got a call like tomorrow and an amazing opportunity came along, like I would, if I really wanted to do it, yes, I would take it, but I would still talk to you about it. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do it, but it's not just gonna be like I just disappear. Yeah, like there's always gonna be some sort of, yeah, because sometimes things do just kind of bloop, and there's only a very small window of opportunity. Like sometimes it happens. That's life. But the whole idea of like not saying anything and just taking off, I could never. Yeah. Because, yeah, it's like unkind and dehumanizing, and it's like, oh, basically you're just nothing to me now because I'm over here now, and it's like, oh, okay. I've had people do that to me too, so I get it. I've been burned too in the same vein. They come across like a friend that's more fun or more whatever, more this, more that, and then they always come back around, and it's like, yeah, now that that's over with, it's like, yeah. Grass is always greener, until you realize that it's only green because it's fake. It's not real. It's like, well, that grass is not actually grass. It's sprayed with a chemical to make it look greener. My grass might not be as green, but at least it's real. Yeah. Not everybody will appreciate my garden, but that's okay. My garden is not for everybody. I know. It's okay. You're like my big sister, and I know that you're worried, and it's okay. I'm looking at it as a positive thing, starting a new chapter of doing something I never thought, not because I never thought that I was able to, but it's just something that I didn't really think about until it was presented to me in the moment. And it was like, so I just tried out, and I tried out with the assumption that, okay, if I do, I do, if I don't, I don't. And it just happened to be a yes. And so here we are, Well, because there was also like Tisch School of Arts too, that I remember when I was in high school, everybody was talking about Tisch, and yeah, yeah, I'm gonna play some more, I think. I'm sorry, it feels so good out here. It's so nice. If only it was like this during the daytime. It will be soon enough. It will be soon enough, yeah. Yeah, we both had like the same thought at the same exact time. Put my glasses. Mm-hmm. Oh. Cookie dough. Obnoxious. Yeah. There's always those people at like 2 in the morning. I know I sound like an old person. Concern it. Hate that rock and roll music from 16 Candles. Right? It's all that rock and roll, you know. The fact that that used to be considered like, ooh, you know. And when we look at that now, it's like, because we took it, you know, not we, but like, over the course of time, like, that became like not even a thing. Because it was so much worse. Mm-hmm. Make sure my thing is on. Okay. Yay! Toba landing. Toba landing. La la. It. Oh. Why did the killer spawn like right next to us? He just snapped his own trap. That's funny. Go fix it. There you go. There's like no pallets whatsoever. There was like nowhere to go. No windows, no pallets, no nothing. He was able to get like full bloodlust on me just because there's like nowhere to go. He's gonna tunnel me out. See, yet again, no pallets. What the heck, man? It's like he's only getting this because I have nothing to work with everywhere I go. Like, what the... Yeah, and it's like he's not even good at being killer. He's literally just only tunneling me. And I have, like, nothing around me as a resource. Today would be nice. Yeah, somebody's just like a jealous hater is all that is. Dude, why? Just being a hater for the sake of being a hater. Yeah. It's a little late for that. So even though they haven't been hooked, instead of going for the unhook, I'm dead on hook. I can't go for unhooks. Yeah, somebody help her. Because he has the basement trapped. In the time it takes to do the traps, he's gonna get a hit. Because he tunneled me out early, that's why. 3 great skill checks in a row. Represent. See? What'd I say? What did I say? Not my first rodeo. They don't look. Ay, 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 ay. He snapped his own trap for me, so I didn't have to do it. That's funny. And go this way. She almost ran into it. Wait for it. Really? Interesting. I'm not gonna waste it then. Only because I thought he was coming like right there. He's actually a good trapper. Like he knows where to put them and stuff. Like he's smart with them. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah, because he can tunnel me. If he does, I will eventually, like, he's gonna catch me. Bro. He keeps stepping on his own traps. Like, what the heck, bro? Mm-hmm. Literally because he tunneled me, like, in the beginning, and I was in areas where there was, like, no pallets, no windows, like, no areas to jump through, nothing. It was just, like, trees and ground, and that was it. 2 separate times. If it wasn't for that in the beginning, like, he would not have had me. Because I've just been getting screwed left and right today on this game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of want to play killer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't look at all of that in that light. Like, this isn't the first time that I've done all of this stuff, so I know what my schedule is gonna be, and I'm used to it. It's pretty much gonna be like it was before. It's just a different major is all it is. Yeah. I mean, if I managed to have time to stream and hang out in the park and go places and do things before, like, nothing's gonna, yeah, like, it's not gonna be any different. You're worrying too much about it. You've been worrying about it for months. And I understand. I really do. But at the same time, like, at that point, it's like you're just circling over and over and over again around the same thing when I'm literally telling you, like, it's not that big of a deal. So then at that point, it's like senseless worry. Yeah, because it's like all year last year I had the same thing. I obnoxiously loud. I kind of hate that person left the way that they did, because it's like, really? Why did they spawn so close to me on this big map? Are you kidding me right now? I couldn't even frickin' finish what I was trying to say. Like, as soon as I frickin' spawned in, this twit's here. Yeah. People are just doing too much, you know what I mean? Like, doing the most today, and it's really annoying. Like, people just need to chill the fuck out. It's way too much, man. I don't mean to curse. I don't like to curse, but sometimes things are just a little bit too much over the top, you know? Crap. We're still at 5 gens. That's how sweaty this person is being. They spawned, like, right next to me and the Sable. And this is not a small map. I heard somebody. There she is. Where are you going? I'm not just gonna chase them around the perimeter of the map. But yeah, no, and I understand, and what I was trying to say before was like, I hate that that person just kind of took off, but because I know that that was like before my time, like way before I was there. But it still sucks that they did that because it's like I'm paying the price for that. Because now you're like worried I'm gonna do the same when you know me better than that. You really do. Yeah. I would never. Yeah. Come on. They're probably on PC because I'm pretty sure this killer is like much easier and more fluid on PC. Bring her over here. But yeah, you have nothing to worry about. I promise. Yeah, well, and it's just school, you know what I mean? It's not like this big terrible thing. I feel like you see it as a terrible, like, negative thing purely because you're afraid that, like, it's gonna cause me to leave you guys. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh. Just let me heal you. You waste so much time doing that. Eh. Here she comes to wreck the day. This person's probably on PC, and they probably also played the PTB, because like PC players are able to play like the PTB, whereas console players are not. So you can tell that they've definitely like practiced and played with this character a lot more, and it's more fluid because they're on PC. She keeps bringing them to me. Yeah. Yeah, because when they do the PTB, it's like you have like 2 weeks to play it and learn it exclusively. So they're already like really well practiced with it, whereas we're just learning it for like the first time, you know. Exactly. While carrying a map though? No. I'm gonna change to my med kit. I want my stuff back. Yeah. Yeah, so like I feel like you're worrying about it because that person, like before I ever like danced with you guys, they kind of did you dirty. But it's like you know better than that from me. Yeah. I don't do people that way. I don't believe in treating people that way. Yeah. It's just work and school and dance. That's all it is. I did that last year. It's basically gonna, like I said, it's gonna be like how it was last year. The only difference is like we have performances just like we have dance performances. So I'll have dance performances and cello performances and practices with that too. Like, yeah, it would be a little bit different, but I feel like you're more anxious and apprehensive and negative about it, whereas I'm more like positive and excited. But I feel like the only reason that you feel that way is because you're afraid that like I'm just gonna leave you guys. That's not the case. There will come a time that I do. Yeah. Yeah, because just like with anything else in life, like, you know, you move on, you move forward, you know, other things come about. But to do what that person did, no. That's, I don't do people that way. Yeah. Because like I said, like for me, it's all about, I'm just really excited, and but I'm also like, today's today, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I still have like a week, you know, roughly. And I'm gonna enjoy that time, you know? Yeah. Mhm. Um, that particular killer, um, they were just being sweaty and serious, but you could tell that they also like played the PTB. The PTB is when a new killer comes out. Like 2 weeks before its release date, they have what they call a PTB, which basically means you get early access. You don't get credit for it, but you're able to play the character and learn it. But only PC players get that. So that's why you come across like some of them that are like already really like knowledgeable about it. Yeah. And so it's like when you combine that with being sweaty, like that's why that happened. And to be honest, like I wasn't really able to focus on that match because everything that you were saying, I was more concerned about what you were saying and not so much about the match. Yeah. Like I recognized that they were being like really sweaty. And that they clearly had played it before and they were clearly on PC, but in all actuality I wasn't really paying attention much to the match. Yeah. No, it's okay. I don't think that it's negative. There's nothing negative about like wanting to keep your lead ballerina and worrying that like, I'm gonna run off to Juilliard and leave everybody behind and drop everybody. Like, no, that's not me. But I also feel like it's a normal emotion. It's a normal feeling to think that. Even if you hadn't been like burned by that last person who was your lead dancer, it would still be a normal feeling of like, well, you guys run a business and I dance for you guys and then I go over here with this, and so do I think that way? No, because I look at it like there's just different opportunities that I'm doing, but that doesn't mean that I just magically lose interest or don't care about what I'm currently doing. It goes back to what I was saying before about the hospital. Just because I got the opportunity with a pathologist doesn't mean, oh, suddenly the hospital's crap. Like, what? I don't look at things that way. That's a mindset of like you're never satisfied, you're never happy, you're always looking for the next best thing and nothing's ever going to be good enough. Like if you're that kind of person, then you are your own problem. Yeah. It's like being in a relationship with somebody and it's like you could be the most perfect person and they'd still be looking for something else. They'd still be looking at something else. And it's like then nobody's ever going to be enough to satisfy you because you're never satisfied. And that doesn't mean that's not because they're the problem, it's because you have a problem. Yeah, like if I am with somebody, I'm with that person in totality and that is it. Because I'm not giving myself to somebody with the intent like that. I've saved myself for a lifetime. Why would I destroy true love that I've waited for God to give just for some quick thrill or whatever it may be? Yeah, it's like destroying something of like deep, meaningful, something beautiful that can be like a brand new discovery every day, and you're such a deep rooted love and connection for a lifetime over what? That? You know? And it's the same with like friendships, it's the same with work, it's the same with, yeah, it's the same with all of it. I don't treat people like that. Yeah, because I said before, like, people are people. They're not like pairs of shoes that you just trade out when you get bored. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's that's their problem. That's not. It's not that nobody's good enough, and it's not that the other people are doing anything wrong. It's that you have a problem with, like, you're just never happy with what you have. You're not looking for love to find love. You're looking for something is better than nothing, but you're still always on the prowl for something else better to come along. Then you shouldn't be with anybody. Like, because all you do is destroy lives that way and break hearts and shatter. Yeah. Yeah. And see, I knew that. I knew that that's why. Because you've had your exes have done that to you, and then that happened with the dancer before I was even there. So I understand. But also, you have to look at it from a positive perspective of, like, things do move forward in life. You don't just remain stagnant forever. So, like, when the time comes that I do carry on forward with other ventures, it's not because I'm abandoning or leaving or thinking less of, or like just dropping you because you're less than. No, it's because other things come up, and yeah, exactly. Like the opportunity that we were talking about, like with you, like with you said that you were saying, like, if you could ever, like, yeah. So if you put yourself in that same position, like if you had that opportunity that you were talking about with me, you would do it, not because you no longer are grateful or no longer want what you currently have, but because there's something there. But there's a difference between that and just, like, you're never happy. So yeah, like, just because you take an opportunity doesn't mean that you're never happy, or that what you have isn't good enough. It's when you do that to an extreme of, like, I have this and I'm always looking for something better, and then once I have that I want something else too, and then once I have that I need something else too. That's like that to the extreme. Because you want to move forward, you want to better yourself, you want to abide in His will, but yeah, like ping-ponging yourself around and leaving a path of destruction, I seriously doubt that's in His will for anybody. And that's what I do. It's like I pray to Him, I talk with Him, and He put that opportunity in front of me, and I took it, and it happened. So yeah, it's not like I'm bouncing around all over the place. Yeah, I don't do that. There's a fine line of balance of, like, staying stagnant and not having growth, and doing everything to such an extreme that you're, like, flighty and flaky, and it causes harm because you hurt people along the way, you break hearts along the way, you let people down along the way, you cause destruction along the way, fully functioning off, like, your own I don't care who I hurt in the process as long as I get what I want mentality. So that's like two totally different extremes. There's a balance to that. And that balance is healthy growth abiding in his will. Yeah. Because I guarantee you, anything that you do that means hurting people out of malice is not going to be in his will. There are some times where, yes, it is in his will to have a breakup or to lose that job because there's something that you're actually meant for that's waiting in the wings for you. That's different. Like, yes, you have to go through this hurt, you have to go through this pain, or you have to endure whatever this is. So it's like it might be a loss, but only because there's something else in his will for you. Yeah. So it's kind of, and see, for me, like, I don't struggle with all of that. Everything that I've been talking to you about in regard to all of this, like, I don't struggle with that because I have such a strong connection with him that it's like I understand. And I'm not the type of person to just bounce around from place to place, person to person, job to job, thing to thing, like, I'm the opposite of that. I go where I'm meant to go, and I remain there and grow and learn there until it's in his will for me to do otherwise. Yeah. So it's like you plant those roots, you plant those seeds, and they come to fruition, and then when he determines, it's like, okay, there's this now, Yeah, so that's not the same thing. It's like you're not holding yourself back and limiting yourself and remaining stagnant, but you're also not just all over the place. Yeah, like one after another. I still, because I've talked about it before. It's like I've never had a home. Like, I know I made the post earlier about, like, solace, because it is, like, my solace. And I put, like, #home and stuff, because this is, like, where I live and everything. But I've never had a home in the sense that a true home is. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you can make it home, like, it's relaxing, and it brings solace, and it brings peace, and it brings comfort, and love, and all of those things. But yeah, it's different when you have someone to give your heart and your love to and share that home with, and it's full of love and joy and happiness, and you go through the ups and downs together, and it's like ride or die, like through thick and thin, through the ups and downs, no matter what, and that's what makes a home a home. It's not always perfect, but you still stand side by side no matter what, and you're always there for each other, and you feel safe, you feel secure, you feel fulfilled, and it goes both ways, and it's a place of love and compassion and understanding and all the things, It's not just like nice decorations and a place to lay your head at night. Like, yeah, that's the functional, but there's more than just the functional. Yeah, no, not at all. Nothing that we ever talk about is sad or bad. I've said that many times. It doesn't bring anything down. It's a genuine concern that you have, and that concern is there because you basically have like PTSD from people just like taking off on you. At least when it comes to the business aspect of like your ballet studio and certain exes and things like that. So it's like, I feel like you have PTSD with like abandonment. But there's a difference between abandonment out of malice and like someone's moving forward for growth in their life and doing it in a graceful and kind and respectful way. That's the difference. Yeah. But no, like, to put it simply, it's everything that I'm already doing. The only difference is I'm adding my classes to the mix. Like, not my, but like college, you know, like I'm adding college back into the fold. The same way that it was last year and earlier this spring. Yeah. Originally I was going in at like 5 or 6. And getting off at like 1 or 2, you know. But as of late, I've been going in at like 8 or 9 and getting off at like 4 or 5. So when school starts back, for me, it's gonna be like back to the 5 a.m. like normal. That's what I'm saying. It's not gonna be much different. It's really not. I know you're all upset and anxious because it's getting closer. Like I said, I feel like you're more anxious and upset and worried and like concerned than I am. Because I'm just sitting here like going to work every day and then like enjoying the rest of summer and like living in the moment and living in today. And I'm still excited that it's coming. I know that it's coming and I feel it. I definitely feel it. I'm very excited as well. But it's all positive. It's a positive thing. It really is. It really is. I'm still gonna be there for dance practice and I'm still gonna be there for performances. And if there's certain dates for certain performances that I can't be there for, you will know that in advance, like always, just like I did before. Yeah. Yeah. Everything's gonna be okay, I promise. Yakusoku. You're such a worrier. My mom's the same way. My mom's the exact same way. It's okay. I don't worry about stuff. Because for me, worry doesn't change anything except cause like unnecessary stress. Because you already have like the thing itself. Worrying just adds to the fire, you know. It fuels the flames. And it doesn't change anything. Yeah, like I'll get excited about stuff. And if there's something that might be negative, I just think about it, come up with a plan, and go from there, you know. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, if that doesn't work out, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So it's like I always have a plan, but if that plan, because life's not perfect, I look at it like I will deal with it when it needs to be dealt with. Sitting there worrying about it and letting it fester and stressing yourself out, you make yourself sick doing that. Yeah, so no worries. I don't say no worries to be like a space filler for words. Like I'm not saying no worries just to fill a space to say something. I genuinely mean like you have nothing to worry about. So it's all good. Hi. I just received an email from my boss. Okay. Okay. Well, apparently the person that I'm working like the later shift for wants hours, so I'll have some time today. Yeah. Yeah, because today's Wednesday, so it's like I go in later. So basically I'll still go in later, but I'll get off like much sooner. Because I get paid the same salary no matter how many hours I work. But everybody else is like hourly rate, so they need the hours. Apparently something happens like with their other job and they need money, so that just frees up time for me. I'll still go to work, I just won't work as late. So it's like 12 instead of being like 12 to 8 or 9, it's more like 12 to 5. So it gives me time. Yeah. Because there's so many times, like I would say every week, it's the opposite. It's like I'm supposed to be there for 8 hours and I'm there for like 14, so he tried to have me on call, technically giving me the day off on Monday, and I ended up staying over longer. And yesterday I was supposed to be off and I ended up going in too. So it's like basically like both times that he was trying to give me the day off, I ended up working. Yeah. So, and typically what it is like on my normal days where I'm just working my normal schedule, I usually end up staying over later for one reason or another. So anytime that my hours are like cut back a little bit, I take it. Because he tried to do that Monday and yesterday and it didn't work. So, yeah, there's always that balance, Yeah. It's okay. No, and as far as like the stream tonight, like, is it kind of annoying that people are being so sweaty? Yeah. But at the same time, like, it's expected when a new like killer drops, because it was the same way with Jason. It was the same way with Kaneki, like it's like everybody runs a new killer, and you have people that are brand new and don't know what they're doing, and then you have the ones that actually played like the PTB, because like I was trying to explain earlier, like the PTB comes out a month before the character drops, and it's like 2 weeks of PC players being able to play the killer. And then the next 2 weeks is like the feedback that they get from it. They work all the bugs out and like they alternate some things. So it's like 2 weeks of PTB and then 2 weeks of like editing before it's released. So some, like the one that we just had, clearly played the PTB. and knew what they were doing with the killer, and clearly was on PC. They just also happened to be playing like super serious. So they weren't, no, because like I know that you were saying while I was playing, you were like, oh, they're cheating, like look at the beams going everywhere. The beams going everywhere because they know what they're doing, not because they were cheating. Yeah. And it's also more fluid when you're on PC, because it has like a faster reaction time. So you're seeing like what it's supposed to look like, which is insane. But yeah, they weren't cheating. They were just being a little bit sweaty, and they knew what they were doing. That's all that was. And I wasn't really paying attention to that match anyway. Like at the end, when she brought the killer near me, I was like, okay, like I kind of was like, just go ahead and kill me, And that's pretty much what tonight's been. That's why I made the comment, like, tonight's just that night where I can't, seem to, because everybody's playing so serious. Like, there's usually a healthy balance of, like, goofy, silly people and then, like, serious people. And it gives some relief, But today has been, like, the whole way, really. Today has been like nothing but serious people doing the most. And there's not even like an event going on. It's not the 13th, which is like the reset. There's nothing going on other than the killer dropped. That's it. So some days are just like that, You take the good with the bad, and it's like that on any game, especially multiplayers. It's like some days are like fun and goofy, and then some days it's like you want to be fun and goofy, but everybody's being serious, and you're like, okay, Like, I just want to have fun and be silly, but you guys are like all have a stick up your butt, which is basically what I was trying to say earlier. Is like, can everybody just like chill out, take the stick out of your butt? It's not like you're being graded on it, Yeah. At least there was that one that let me kind of like mess around a little bit and be goofy. They weren't, they did play serious, but they weren't playing so serious that it was like overbearing and boring, Yeah, they had a little bit more of a personality. They weren't just like a robot. I'm really excited for it. I saw the reviews, because I follow that, and I saw the reviews, and we talked about that before. Yeah, it's supposed to be really funny. Yeah, I would go with you. You know me, I'm always down. When it comes to like plays and operas and Broadway shows and movies, like going to the movie theater, even if I don't particularly like the movie that somebody might want to go see, it's an odd sound. It's a vehicle. Yeah. Imagine your car sounding like that. Even if it's like they want to go see something and I don't necessarily, like, it's not really my bag, like, I'll still go because I love going to the movie theater. I don't go to the movie theater that often. I love going to the movie theater, like, I love going to the cinema, but I don't go that often. I go to, like, the black and white movies, like, there's a couple of movie theaters around the city that play, like, the old movies. I go there by myself and just chill out, and with that, it's kind of like, I'm in the mood to watch a movie. I don't really care what it is. Some black and white movie I've never heard of. Okay. You know, just to, like, vibe out. You never know, you might end up liking it. And I will tell you, there hasn't been one that I didn't like, so. Maybe not necessarily my favorite, but it was like that. Considering that I knew nothing about it, and I just happened to be, like, passing by, and I'm like, you know what, I have time. Let's just hang out, you know. Not even knowing what the movie's about. See, I'm very old-fashioned. I love the idea, not even the idea, but, like, something that I love to do. I like dressing up and going to the movies, and dressing up and going to the plays, and dressing up and going to because it's like you're out on the town and it feels special, and it's like you're all dolled up and feeling pretty, and just like, oh yeah, I don't know, that's just part of my soul, you know, and it's just like, yeah. Because they're always like, oh, you could just watch it on Netflix, and it's like, but Mare, you know, like, but why? Because it's an experience. That's why I like diners. It's the same thing. It's not just about, okay, drive to the next window, shove the food in your face. Like, it's an experience. It's all about, like, the atmosphere and the conversation and the experience. It's like you know, like, I take my shower, or I take a nice long bath, and I put on my scent, and like, wear something pretty, and it's like, yeah, and it's like an experience. You feel good, and you're like, oh, you know. Yeah, I always do it by myself. I take myself out on dates. So, have I ever been with anybody? No. Have I ever dated anybody? No. I take myself out on dates all the time. I'm dating myself, essentially. And I must say, I'm quite a catch. I know how to treat myself. Exactly. I was telling my mom, and my mom was like, she made the comment, she's like, you treat yourself like a lady. And I was like, well, if I don't, how can I expect anybody else to? And she was like, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's always like shows and stuff, or like events and stuff. When it comes to like restaurants and stuff, the only places that I go is like the mom and pop places that I've always gone to. Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't really have any like knowledge of restaurants, because I don't go out to eat. So it's like, there's one diner, there's Oscars, and then a couple of like vegan spots, and the rest is just like boba tea shops, coffee shops, like matcha cha 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 matcha, yeah, like stuff like that. But so yeah. Exactly. I was like, You could name pretty much any standard restaurant. I will tell you, I'd never been there. Because there's no restaurant other than the ones that I just named that I've been to. So there you go. If it wasn't on my list that I just named, I haven't been to it. Because I've always cooked. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you go to the little coffee shop or whatever with your friends or whatever. Because, like, yeah, and usually, like, when they want to go out to eat, I'm like, oh, I sit, like, I've been to places, but it's like I sit with them and just hang out and chill. I don't order. Or, like, when they're going to go get food, I'm like, okay, I'll see you guys later, you know, like, so I've never been to any restaurants. We've talked about that. I've heard of places. Like, I know what they are. I've heard of them. Yeah, but I've never been there. And same thing with, like, with what? No, because I don't eat that kind of stuff. So the only fast food that I've ever had is Starbucks, because I used to work there. I make my own coffee and teas and stuff. And then I've been to a couple of, like, privately owned ones. So basically, like, coffee spots and tea spots is, like, the equivalent of, like, the only restaurants I've been to outside of the couple that I just said. Nope. No fast food places. I know what some of them are, because I've heard of them. Obviously, you see, like, ads online and stuff. Like, when you're watching YouTube or something like that and an ad pops up, it's like, obviously you know what it is. I just never been to any of them. And there's a lot of stuff that I have never heard of and I don't know what it is either. So, yeah. Candy bars? That's very specific. Nope. Nope. There's a lot of stuff I've never done or tried. Yeah. I know what Taco Bell is. Taco Bell is the purple place. I've heard that it's not good, though. Am I accurate in that? Because there's some stuff that I know about, and I've heard of it, but then I've heard, like, good or bad, you know. Yeah, I know what that is. They serve chicken, right? Yeah. But see, that's different because it's like groceries. Because I cook. So, yeah, I have certain brands that I like. Because remember when I was telling you that, like, I think it's funny that he eats a lot of the same branded stuff that I do? Like, we eat a lot of the, and not just the brand, but the specific flavor that we like is the same. Like the Smart Food white cheddar popcorn. The Quaker rice cakes, the two flavors I always get, because there's three that I like, but there's two that I always get. Apple cinnamon is number one. I also like the white cheddar and the chocolate ones. Sometimes I use the reduced sodium ones just to put, like, I'll use the plain reduced sodium ones to make, like, avocado toast. So instead of toast, I use a rice cake, you know, like that kind of thing. But the chocolate ones, I put fresh fruit and drizzle, like, a little bit of chocolate on it. The apple cinnamon ones, I can just eat naked. The apple cinnamon ones are my absolute favorite. The others, it's like I put something on it, like fruit or avocado with the tomato and the sun-dried tomatoes and like the olive oil or the. Sometimes I misbehave and I get like the feta sprinkles and stuff with the arugula and just make like a whole thing, you know. Yeah. I think it's adorable. Like, I know that I don't talk about him much because I respect his privacy, so I always say very generalized things, but I don't. But one thing I will say is like when he does like his streams and stuff, and I see like the brands that he uses, I'm like, we shop the same way. Like he drinks the Sunshine LaCroix. I drink the pure blue ones, the cherry lime, and the Sunshine. I don't get the Sunshine ones often because most of the time they don't have it. But when they came out, I tried them and I liked them. But to be honest, like I do prefer my cherry lime ones. Even though I like mango, I don't like the taste of the mango LaCroix. I typically find that like mango flavored beverages, unless it's like a smoothie that's actually mango flavored like beverages always has like a weird taste to me. Now if it's a smoothie or something like that has like actual mango in it, that's different. It always, certain fruit flavored beverages have like a fruit aftertaste that's like artificial. And that's why I struggle with it. Yeah. I know it's silly. I'm just like, oh. I don't say anything, but it's just like, we haven't been doing it. I already said so. No, I haven't been there because remember, yeah. If it's not what I listed, I haven't been there. Pretty much, you could take me anywhere, and I've never been there. As far as restaurants are, it would be a first-time experience anywhere that we go, unless it's the ones that I mentioned earlier. Yeah. A lot of date potential? What do you mean? Date potential? What's that? Oh, so like, okay, okay, I was confused. I what are you gonna do? Strap me to a chair and like force me to eat different candy bars? That's messed up. What if they're really bad? I know what they are. I've seen them. Hello, I have eyes. I go to the grocery store. You see them. Yeah. I just never have. Yeah. I have tried peanut butter cups, but it wasn't the bright orange, like I think it's called Reese's. It wasn't those. It was Justin's. It's a brand called Justin's that I get at Whole Foods. And it's like dark chocolate with real peanut butter. Those are so good. And there's another brand that I can't think of the name of, but it comes in like a bag and it's like the minis, and it's basically like the same thing. It's not. It's like actual peanut butter and dark chocolate. It's all natural with like no BS in it. Yeah. Technically, Oreos are vegan. I've just never tried them. There's a lot of stuff that you'd be surprised is actually vegan. There's just a lot of stuff I've never had. What's that? Oh, that sounds good. So it's like okay. Yeah. And that's always the problem that I have. Like, because when I'm on stream, it's like, you don't. I have that problem when I'm like out and about and people talk about like, hey, have you been to this spot? Have you been over here? Have you tried this? Have you tried that? And I'm just like, what's that? But when you're on stream, it's like you're just at home, so you're not being, you're not coming across that kind of stuff to talk about it. But I deal with that a lot of like people talking about something like a restaurant or like some sort of food item or like some sort of thing like that. Sometimes I've at least heard of it, but most of the time I have no idea what they're talking about. It's like, okay. That doesn't even sound appetizing. Oh, okay. Aw, that's adorable. I don't see you that way, so that would never be a possibility, but taking me to all the places so I can try them sounds adorable. But that would never happen. I don't think of you that way. Yeah, like whoever I'm with, like I would let them do that. I think that'd be fun. It's like exploring. Yeah. I like the idea of exploring stuff. Like, I feel like that's half the fun. Yeah, you go places and do things and explore things together. And for me, there'd be a lot of firsts. Just don't laugh at me. I mean, everybody always does. They always laugh at me. It's fine. I'm used to it. You see, they laugh and they make fun until they come to my apartment and I cook for them, and then they're like, oh. They're like, who's laughing now? You're gonna have a lot of discoveries too. Slowly but surely converts them. It's like, oh, look who's not going out to eat all the time and who wants to stay at home and eat. Oh my, how the tables have turned. You can travel all over the world when I'm cooking and never have to leave your house. International cuisine. Go all over the world and never have to leave your house. Bringing that flavor. You're such a perv. Oh. Okay. Leave my passion alone. Don't talk about it like that. No. You're like my big sister. No, stop, 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 stop. Mm-mm. That car sounds like if I had to choose, I can't. I can't and I won't. No. I enjoy too many different kinds of cuisines. If I had to, I actually really like my own culture's cuisine. But outside of that, well, see, and that's also part of my culture because I like Cajun cuisine. I like Japanese and Korean cuisine. I like Chinese cuisine. I like Spanish cuisine, Mediterranean. Yeah. I like making like ancient, like, because there's like Chilean and Ethiopian and like, you know, stuff, Peruvian. I like making stuff from like different parts of the world, like Thai food and, you know, like just different stuff. Like pretty much you spin around in a circle and point to a place on the map and I'll make something from there. But I also like experimenting, and I have like a few times where it's like ancient civilizations and like doing the research and like how they used to, and then like making that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like I've made like Incan and Mayan like food, Egyptian cuisine, like yeah, that kind of stuff. I actually liked the Ethiopian food, but my stepdad didn't like it because it was a lot of like pastes and stuff, and everything was very simple. It's like there's not a lot of ingredients to it, but it's good. Yeah, it's like you don't need like a whole bunch of stuff. It's just like a couple of things that have a lot of flavor. And you have a mixture of like a lot of bitter and earthy combined with like a little bit of spice. So, you know, yeah. And so it's like simple ingredients, but the flavor of those few ingredients is good. But he just didn't like, yeah. Because he's not really big on like dipping the naan bread in like all different kinds of things, you know. And that's what a lot of Ethiopian food is. Yeah, it's like you have like 5 little piles of like pureed stuff, and you just like dip it in there, you know. Same thing with like African food, where you like dip it in the juice and the meat and stuff, you know, and you eat it with your fingers. He doesn't like that either. I love it. Yeah.
well, but I also make like mental notes. Like I have in the back of my mind, like I know what everybody can and can't have. So like I know what my mom's allergic to. I know what my roommate's allergic to. I know what you're allergic to. You know, like Toto, Koki, my stepdad. Yeah. It's pretty much like all you have to do is mention it one time, and then I'm like, okay. Message sent. Yeah, it's because when you're like the cook, you know, like the hostess, those are things that you, yeah, like I've always been that one that like I remember everybody's birthday, like all my friends and family, like I know their birthdays, I know what they're allergic to, I know what their favorite stuff is, what they don't like, you know, so it's like I'm always making like all these little mental notes, and then it goes beyond food, but essentially, yeah. So like I would never make something for somebody that I know that they don't like or that they're allergic to. Yeah. Now, if they're not allergic to it and they just don't like it, I would possibly see, like, if I make it my way, maybe, you know, like maybe the way that I make it, because that's happened. My roommate is an extremely picky eater, extremely picky. And so when she moved in, it was a lot of like, oh, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that. And this was like before they ever even tried it. And I was like, well, have you ever had it? And they're like, yeah, and I didn't like it. And I was like, well, maybe it was a person that cooked it. You ever think of that? It could have just been the way that that particular person made it. If you've only tried something one time and you didn't like it, most likely it was the way that it was made. Because my roommate's not the only person that I've discovered that with. And she eats my cooking, things that she claims when she first moved in that she can't stand, and oh, I don't eat that kind of, like, I don't eat that, I don't eat that. I've made it, the big bowl, it's empty. So it's like, it wasn't the food, it was whoever was doing the cooking didn't know what they were doing. That's all that is. Don't hold the food accountable for the lack of the chef. The food is just the food. And sometimes it's like the food, the thing itself, they just don't like the flavor of that. Like, yeah. Like with Brussels sprouts, you either like them or you don't. There's different ways that you can make them, but essentially the flavor of Brussels sprouts is so strong, you either like that or you don't. You can cook it a certain way to where, like, yeah, you could appreciate those flavors, but ultimately it's a big sprout in your mouth. You're either gonna like the flavor of that or not, no matter what's on it. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, like Koki can't stand broccoli. And even though I make a broccoli and cheese casserole that's really good, at the end of the day, it's broccoli. So he can eat the crumbles and the cheese all around it, but you're still tasting the broccoli. You know, so it's kind of like, He's like, no, how you made it is really good. It's just when I get to the broccoli. Yeah, so sometimes it's the way it's prepared, and sometimes it literally just is the thing itself. Yeah, like my stepdad does not like onions at all. It doesn't matter how you make them. An onion's an onion at the end of the day, you know. Is there what? No. No. There is no single fruit or vegetable that I don't like. At least so far. Of everything that I've ever had, whether it's a fruit or a vegetable, there is no fruit or vegetable that I've ever come across in my lifetime, which is a pretty wide variety, that I have not liked. Now, some might be like a stronger flavor or more of a bitter, earthy flavor, but I still liked it. It's like it might be different, or it might smell different, or it might taste a little bit more or less this way or that, but I still like it. It's just different is all it is. It's like, oh, that's different. But then once you like give it a second, you know, and really, and it's like, oh, it's not that it's bad, it's like it's a shock to your system because you've never tasted something like that before. Yeah. So yeah, there's nothing. When you go to the market at the produce section, there's nothing in that produce section that I won't eat. Except radishes. And it's not because I don't like the taste. It's because I'm allergic to them. I think that they're pretty. I think the leaves are pretty. I think the color of them are pretty. Like, radishes are pretty. I'm sad that I'm allergic to them. It's an irritant, so my throat closes up. It's like a natural, radishes are like a natural irritant, and it's like a histamine release, or it's something to do like that, and my throat closes up. Oh no, whatever will I do? You're silly. That was a really long way of saying it, but yes. I'm pretty sure I obtained the points that I needed to for today. Yeah, so we completed those. We still need to do that. We finished one of these. So we just need to do this. Ooh. We're close with these two. So we just have to unhook and then like play as the killer. See, that one, like, you have to purchase the survivor and use her perk to get that. But since it's only for blood points, it doesn't really matter whether I complete that one, because it doesn't bear any, like, it doesn't help me with the rift, because only the blue rift shard crystals actually go towards the rift. So it's like I'm not going to spend money to buy a character just to do like 10,000 blood points. You know. We're halfway. Cause that's there. Eh. Well, okay, so there's this that I want, and I'm gonna get it here. And then on the 8th, they're coming out with 2 like Lolita style outfits for Sable. One's purple, one's blue. Those won't be in the Rift. It's like they'll just be in the store. So I can use this to get some of it, and the shards will be built back up too. So like between now and the 8th, like I'll have the shards built back up, because you gotta think, you see where I'm at? I'll have 250 and then another 250 and another 500. Plus you get shards from like completing missions and stuff. Because also at that same time on the 8th, when those are released, they're coming back out with the 2v8 mode on the 8th as well. And for 2v8 mode always has its own separate challenges, and you get a lot of shards for that too. So I'm gonna get both of those Sable skins. I'm just excited that they're finally coming out with like my style, which is like the Lolita style stuff. Because there's so many characters with all these skins, and it's like they look pretty, but they're not my style per se. That's why I like Feng Min, because her style is actually like my style. And even some of her stuff is like, I like the color, but I don't like wearing bulky clothes. Yeah, so I'm just happy that they're finally, because like between this skin and the 2 that they're coming out with Sable, it's like they're finally starting to kind of get more pretty stuff. Stuff that I like, you know. Because even though I play Feng Min mainly, I don't even have all of her stuff. It's like you would think, her being my favorite character, that I would have all of her skins. I don't, because there's even some stuff that she has that I'm like, I don't like it because it's not my style. So I'm happy that they're coming out with stuff like that. Yeah. Everybody's already complaining because it's like, oh, the comment was like, the comments that are being made is like, oh, like, we don't need more Sable skins. Sable always gets all the skins, you know, and it's like, they're not wrong. But Sable is also like the number 1 picked survivor in the world for all regions. No matter what region you're in, of the female character, because they have like male characters, female characters, Sable's the number 1 picked like female character. Everybody always plays Sable the most in every region. So yeah. For the male characters, it's like Leon, Dwight, Steve, Ace. Yeah. And for the females, it's like Sable, Meg, Kate. Basically, on both sides, it's like characters that I don't play. The characters that I play are like the most rare. Sometimes you'll come across other Feng Mins, but they're usually just dupe accounts wearing like the baseline skin, you know? Yeah, so they're clearly like it's like they're not. That's not their main thing, you know. Because I play Feng Min, I play V, I play Ada, and I play Sable, and Rebecca. Those are like all my main ones. I also like Nancy from Stranger Things. Yeah. So. Hi. But Feng Min and V, I would say Feng Min, V, and Ada are like my top 3. I'm getting closer. Yeah. About what? About what? Yeah. Tomorrow? That actually works out though, then, because like I said earlier, my boss like emailed me saying that I didn't have to work as long, so I could come by the studio like tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can help with it. I'm just looking at all the stars and it's beautiful. I feel like half my time, I don't know, I'm always like looking up at the sky and like looking at the trees, and it's just, his creation is so beautiful. Every single day, I spend as much time as I can just basking in. It's beautiful. Yeah. Well, this stream wasn't gonna be too long anyway, because to be honest, I'm gonna go take a milk bath and then come back out here and lay on the balcony. So I was about to say, when you said that I'm gonna go. Yeah. Well, I did want to show like the new killer and stuff like that. I might stream tomorrow, because I'm still gonna be working some tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be going by the studio. I might stream tomorrow, because I also want to get some cello time in, so we'll see. It's a maybe. But I have a date with my bath. Yeah. So I'm gonna go do that. Put my soft silky stuff on and come back out here and just with my nice fur blanket and just snuggle in my plant jungle and listen to some music. But I hope everybody has a beautiful evening and a wonderful day tomorrow. I'm gonna go. Johnny.